Hey there, Mike. We are waiting for hour-by-hour details of the schedule for the weekend with Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent in Switzerland for a meeting with the Chinese delegation. Obviously, a lot riding on that. The president said yesterday that these will be significant discussions. He says we're not going to just have a meeting to have a meeting, so we'll see what kind of breakthrough, if any, they're able to make over the weekend. But as we watch that trade negotiation for the details on China, a lot of people around the world are watching it also as a baseline for whatever else is happening, given that we saw this deal yesterday with the UK. Keep that 10% baseline figure in place for tariffs for the UK. The expectation here now is very much that 10% is sort of a universal baseline across the board. And White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said as much in the press briefing today. Here's what she said.
The president is committed to the 10% baseline tariff, not just for the United Kingdom, but for his trade negotiations with all other countries as well.
So as much as the president said 80% sounds like a good number to him on social media earlier today in terms of tariffs with China, 10% seems to sound like a good number for him in terms of tariffs with the rest of the world. And the question is, how does that impact global trade? 10% seems to be a level where importers can still make money. The question is, with China, is 80% a number where they can still make money, or does the number have to come down from there really to allow significant trade between the United States and China? Mike?
Yeah, Eamon, thanks very much. Everything sounds like a pretty high level, Sam. At this point, I mean, if you're talking about the China tariffs, 145, everyone agrees, unsustainable. That's basically, an embargo. 80, I mean, I don't know if that sounds much better. What's your sense of what now is roughly priced into the market, aside from the general notion of the administration is looking for victories and deals here?
Well, I think that's what the market is anticipating. I think that it looked to the UK deal as being a leverage ahead of this coming weekend's Chinese talks. I also think that, as our Washington Analysis Political Strategy Group indicates, that the president is not likely to make broad sweeping agreements, but rather favor piecemeal deals in order to, as well as promises of further negotiations rather than comprehensive settlements, because then this way he can keep coming back with demands and then float additional tariff escalations in order to get them. So I think don't look for broad sweeping deals, but rather piecemeal things to keep him in the driver's seat.